Single most important priority domestically is to make sure that everybody in this country has opportunity. That if you're willing to work hard and take responsibility, you can make it. At a time when the economy is growing, at a time when corporate profits are high and the stock market is doing well, we want to make sure that everybody is benefiting from that growth, because what we know is when everybody has opportunity, when everybody's on the field, America's economy grows faster, the middle class expands, and that in turn fosters more growth. Women are succeeding in colleges and graduate education like never before. They are more represented in professions and occupations that previously they were restricted from participating in. And what we've seen, in our own families and our own lives is that there are doors that have been opened to women that previously were closed. And yet, despite that progress, despite that good news, what we also know is women are still making 77 cents on the dollar, including when they enter into these high-paying professions. They're making less money. We know that women continue to be disproportionately represented in low-wage professions, which means that something like an increase in the federal minimum wage is going to have a disproportionate impact on them. And women are still the ones that are carrying the greatest burden when it comes to trying to balance family and work.
President Obama recently called attention to what he said is an embarrassment in America, the fact that women make on average 77 cents for every dollar that a man makes. Critics, however, insist that even the president's own staff fares only slightly better than the rest of the nation, detailing that female White House staffers make an average 88 cents for every dollar a man makes. It's an issue that's taken a dip in popularity, what with everything else the White House is embroiled in, but one that should not be allowed to slide so easily by. Is the Obama administration really taking the steps necessary to address this inequity, or is this just another photo op that fades away? That and a whole lot more. A little note about student loans as well with our next guest, senior fellow at the Independent Women's Forum, an attorney in Washington, D.C., Gayle Trotter joins us. Gayle, thanks so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Let's get right to it then. Is this just a photo op that's being allowed to slide away, or is the White House really doing anything about it?
They really want to continue to get the support of women because, as you know, Obama, through his 5 years of presidency, has relied heavily on women to support advancing his agenda. But the data show that women are falling back, and those doors of opportunity that President Obama just referred to in his speech, he's closing them for women.
Then why are they falling back, and what opportunities is he specifically closing?
The problem is that women continue to lose jobs in the Obama economy, and this is due to policies that he has, most namely Obamacare, which is causing a huge cost on employers for hiring new employees, for letting go of employees, and the regulatory cost of keeping up with Obamacare is crowding out the ability for employers to hire specifically women. And if you look at the numbers behind this, in March, the national unemployment rolls added 180,000 women to the rolls. And that brings the number of female active job seekers to 4.9 million. And above that, there are 54.7 million women in this country who do not hold full-time jobs and are not even actively seeking the jobs because the economy is so dismal for them.
What about those who would say on the other side that, well, the Obama administration would simply counter, we had no idea that this would affect women so inequitably here? Devil's advocate here. Try that.
Yes, and you would think that if you take 1/6 of the economy and you turn it upside down and you're completely incompetent at putting forth the program that you say is vitally necessary to fix the problems in the healthcare system already, that you would look at the impact that it would have on all Americans and women included. And if you look at how women are doing now in getting the new jobs that are coming out in this economy, slowly but surely, women are only taking 38.6 of all new jobs. But women's participation rate in the labor market as a whole is 46.8%. So women are not even getting their share of the newly created jobs. And this is due to Obama's policies where employers are really having a hard time to create new positions. And women also want flexibility. And the tired ideas that Obama has for trying to help women, like raising the minimum wage, which he referred to in his speech, closing the wage gap, and increasing federal government aid through programs like food stamps, those are not benefiting women at all. Those are tired ideas that deserve to be done away with.
Gayle, unfortunately, we're out of time. We're going to have you on once again because the student loan program, this Pay As You Earn, is coming up as well. We'll get you back on real soon. We'll discuss that as well, the impact it is having. Gayle, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Gayle Trotter will be back again. And the Pay As You Earn program is something else that people are talking about and wondering the reality of it. When we come back, I will speak to Newsmax contributor and president of McKee Communications, Clarence McKee, about John Kerry's recent comments about the Taliban and the detention of an American soldier in a Mexican jail when we continue.